Survival games are having a strong year, but which ones actually deserve your time? Alice has 25 picks worth checking out, so let's count down. At number 25, Forever Skies turns survival into a home adventure above a ruined Earth. Your airship is shelter, workshop, and lifeline, so every upgrade feels meaningful. Scavenging abandoned structures adds a sense of discovery, while storms and hazards keep travel tense. Alice, if this list helps, like the video, subscribe, and comment your favorite game below. I especially enjoy how the ship becomes personal. It feels less like building a base and more like restoring something that still carries a little hope. Taking the 24th spot, The Altars mixes survival with a surprisingly personal management story. Jan creates alternate versions of himself, then keeps a mobile base functioning while a hostile planet closes in. The interesting part is balancing different personalities, needs, and skills, rather than simply collecting resources. I really like how the survival pressure comes from decisions as much as danger. It gives crafting a thoughtful twist, especially when every new altar changes what your future can look like. Number 23 brings Dune Awakening, a huge survival experience built around Arrakis. Water, shelter, equipment, exploration, and harsh sandstorms and sandworms shape how you move through the world. The shared setting also adds politics, trading, conflict, and cooperation beyond ordinary crafting games. What stands out to me is how strongly the desert feels like an opponent. Every trip outside safety has a purpose, and watching your character progress from vulnerable survivor to capable explorer makes the journey especially satisfying today. Sitting at 22, Atomfall offers a kind of survival game, mixing first-person exploration with a radioactive alternate history Britain. Resources matter, but so do information, movement, and deciding whom to trust. Its world feels mysterious, with clues scattered through abandoned facilities and isolated communities. I like that combat never removes the feeling of vulnerability. You are not an unstoppable hero, and that makes ordinary discoveries feel important. For players who prefer survival wrapped around investigation, this one has a distinct personality. For number 21, Abiotic Factor drops survival into an underground research facility full of strange scientific chaos. You gather supplies, craft equipment, build defenses, and explore strange areas while trying to understand what happened. Its humor keeps the danger from becoming exhausting, and cooperative play makes progress feel shared anymore rather than routine. I enjoy how ordinary laboratory objects become useful survival tools. That contrast gives the game a memorable identity, making almost every new room feel like another weird problem waiting to be solved. At number 20, Palworld combines survival crafting with creature collecting in a way that remains easy to understand and hard to put down. You gather materials, build a base, explore dangerous areas, and recruit pals that can fight, work, or help with travel. The variety creates freedom in how you approach progression. I like the feeling that your next adventure could change your setup. With its full release now available, it is easier to recommend as a complete survival package. Number 19 is Pacific Drive, where the car becomes your safest companion in an exclusion zone. Instead of building a house, you maintain, repair, and customize a station wagon while searching dangerous roads for resources and answers. The driving creates a rhythm between tense expeditions and calmer garage work. I love how attached the vehicle becomes over time. Every scratch, upgrade, and emergency repair tells part of your story, making survival feel surprisingly emotional without relying on traditional character progression. At number 18, A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead turns sound into a survival mechanic you have to respect. Its first-person perspective makes abandoned locations feel close and uncomfortable, while stealth becomes essential when creatures react to noise. Exploration rewards patience more than aggression, giving the game a different pace from action-heavy survival titles. I find the quiet moments especially effective. Even opening a door can feel risky, because the game makes you think about every movement and possible mistake. Taking number 17, 7 Days to Die offers a survival sandbox where preparation matters most because danger keeps escalating. You gather materials, build a defensible base, explore for supplies, and return stronger before the next major attack. Crafting, scavenging, combat, and construction create a satisfying survival loop. I enjoy planning a base around threats instead of simply decorating it. Every wall, trap, and upgrade has a practical reason, so progress feels earned and useful rather than cosmetic. Number 16 goes to V-Rising, which gives survival crafting a gothic style. You play a vampire building a castle, hunting powerful enemies, gathering resources, and managing weaknesses caused by sunlight and blood. Combat feels more active than in many traditional survival games, while castle construction provides a reason to keep progressing. I like how naturally those systems connect. Hunting bosses unlocks new tools quickly, which sends you back into the world with reasons to explore, experiment, and improve your territory. At number 15, Core Keeper offers a quieter survival experience built around exploration beneath the surface. Mining, crafting, farming, fishing, combat, and base building feed into a simple but addictive progression loop. Its top-down presentation makes the world approachable, while the underground setting keeps discovery constant. I enjoy the sense of slowly transforming an empty cave into a comfortable home. There is always another tunnel, resource, boss, or biome nearby, so even short sessions can turn into surprisingly long adventures. For number 14, the Planet Crafter takes survival in a direction by making terraforming the central goal. You begin with harsh conditions and limited resources, then gradually create an environment capable of supporting life. Building machines, expanding your shelter, and exploring new areas contribute to that transformation. I love watching the landscape visibly change because progress becomes something you can see. It is relaxing without being empty, and the steady sense of improvement makes it appealing after heavier survival games. Sitting at 13, Soulmask combines survival crafting with tribe management, exploration, and large-scale progression. You can recruit tribespeople, develop settlements, automate production, build defenses, and shape how your civilization grows. The mask system gives combat and character control an unusual twist. I like how much freedom the game gives you to decide what kind of leader you want to become. With its 1.0 release and expanded content now available, it offers a much fuller survival sandbox than earlier versions suggested. Number 12 brings Sons of the Forest, a survival horror adventure where exploration and construction compete for attention. You gather resources, build shelters, uncover disturbing locations, and deal with hostile inhabitants while the forest reveals itself. The atmosphere is easily its strongest feature for me personally. Daylight can feel peaceful, then darkness changes everything. Having companions around also makes the wilderness feel less empty, while the building system lets you create anything from a quick shelter to an elaborate base. At number 11, The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria combines fantasy with underground survival crafting. You explore ruined halls, gather resources, restore forgotten areas, build workshops, and push deeper into dangerous territory. The setting gives ordinary survival tasks extra meaning because every repaired room feels like part of reclaiming a lost kingdom. I enjoy that sense of place. It is especially appealing for players who want crafting and exploration wrapped inside a fantasy world with great cooperative potential. Taking the 10th spot, Smalland Survive the Wilds shrinks survival down to an insect-sized adventure. Leaves become shelter, branches become roads, and creatures suddenly feel enormous. You gather materials, craft gear, build structures, and explore a world that feels much bigger because of your tiny scale. I love the visual creativity. Moving across a garden can feel like crossing a wilderness, and discovering new traversal options keeps exploration fresh. It is a lighter experience that still offers crafting and progression. Number 9 is Grounded, a miniature survival adventure focused on building, exploration, and progression. The backyard becomes a dangerous and lively ecosystem filled with insects, hidden labs, resources, and landmarks. Its cheerful presentation contrasts nicely with the danger of larger creatures. I especially like how naturally the environment creates stories. Crossing a pond, defending a base, or discovering a new area can become great moments for everyone because the world constantly turns ordinary household objects into important parts of the adventure. At number 8, Raft turns survival into a journey across the ocean. Your floating platform starts as little more than a few boards, then becomes a mobile home filled with storage, equipment, farms, and stations. The ocean provides resources and solitude, while islands and story locations give exploration a clear purpose. I like the rhythm between drifting, collecting, building, and investigating. It is approachable enough for relaxed sessions, but still gives you plenty of reasons to keep expanding your raft. For number 7, Icarus delivers a harsher science fiction survival loop built around dangerous planetary expeditions. You gather resources, craft equipment, establish shelters, and manage environmental threats while deciding how far to push each mission. Its session-based structure gives preparation real importance because poor planning can make an expedition unravel quickly. I enjoy that pressure because it keeps even routine gathering meaningful. The alien setting also gives familiar survival systems a fresh identity, especially when weather, terrain, and wildlife work against you. Number 6 brings Green Hell, one of the most demanding survival games for players who enjoy realism and planning. The Amazon rainforest is beautiful, but nearly everything can become a problem, from injuries and parasites to hunger, weather, and wildlife. Progress comes from learning the environment rather than overpowering it. I like how vulnerable the experience feels. Even a successful expedition can leave you exhausted, which makes returning to a well-prepared shelter feel genuinely rewarding after a difficult day outside. Sitting at number 5, The Long Dark focuses on isolation, resource management, and survival in a frozen wilderness. There's no need for constant spectacle because cold, hunger, wildlife, and limited supplies create enough tension. The quiet atmosphere is what I appreciate most. A small cabin can feel like a major victory after crossing dangerous snow. It rewards patience and planning, making every warm meal, safe night, and successful supply run feel surprisingly meaningful. At number 4, Project Zomboid turns survival into a detailed simulation where small mistakes can permanently change everything. You search homes, manage supplies, improve skills, build safe spaces, and learn how to move through a world filled with persistent danger. Its systems can be demanding, but that complexity creates incredible emergent stories. I love how decisions become memorable. Choosing where to sleep, what to carry, or whether to investigate one more building can change the outcome of a run. Number 3 is DayZ, a survival sandbox built around scarcity, uncertainty, and human unpredictability. Food, medicine, weapons, shelter, and navigation all matter, but other players can be the biggest variable of all. Encounters might become friendships, standoffs, or sudden disasters without warning at all. I like that the game rarely tells you exactly what kind of story you are creating. The long stretches of travel make every encounter feel important, and finding reliable supplies can become an achievement in itself. At number 2, Rust remains a clear example of survival built around risk, competition, and player-created stories. You start with almost nothing, gather materials, build a base, craft equipment, and decide how much danger you will accept. Other players can become allies or threats, making every trip outside your walls meaningful. I enjoy the unpredictable social side most. A carefully planned session can collapse in minutes, but rebuilding afterward offers strongest stories and the best reasons to return. And at number 1, Ark Survival Ascended brings together survival, exploration, building, and creature taming on a large prehistoric sandbox. You gather resources, establish bases, craft technology, explore dangerous environments, and build an impressive collection of dinosaurs. The creature system gives progression a strong hook because every successful team can become part of your routine. I love how many different goals can coexist here. You can focus on building, breeding, exploration, bosses, or simply surviving another day in a world full of sharp teeth.